Oh no. Oh no.
We're at the quality.
Hey, are we dynoing that thing tonight? Are we putting this on the dyno?
Grab that window.
Logan's the only person you ask a question, he doesn't answer it.
Well, that's because I don't want to answer.
Are we putting it on the dyno?
Not tonight.
I am.
Put it on there tonight?
Yeah, hell yeah. Here, we'll push the vet out real quick and you can back it in there. Does that work? This right here, folks, is what it looks like when you're about to get in over your head. Does he have his 1,000 horsepower license yet or no?
I don't think anybody else in the range.
Facts. Oh God, Ben. Ben, what's the first rule of your 1,000 horsepower license?
Gotta keep the car running.
Gotta keep it running. You gonna turn the idle up? I'm gonna sit in the golf cart here. Gotta turn that dang old idle up. What you think, Ben?
Now crank it up.
You gotta be careful not to lose a finger. Got no idle air control valve. That's pretty good. Hey, Ben, take a seat here. That's pretty good for no idle air control valve, huh?
Yeah.
Now let's see. Oh, look at that thing. Oh! Put it in reverse, Terry. Little turbo smoke to let you know it's a turbo car.
He's obviously never driven a car where the fuel map's like either been corrected a lot in this region or not in this region.
And it's just
like
angry.
dead pedal, and then once you get like a couple RPMs, it's like all there. What you gotta do is you gotta.
Oh! Oh! Angry. Angry.
That thing is really angry. Crazy wheel hop.
You
Total wheel.
cut it off on him. He cut it off on him. Oh God. There's just so much going on right now. Look at this. Pouring rain. Pouring rain. I heard him the trans brake release. He's probably gonna put it in gear here. Let's see. Watch it. Something's going on. There's trans brakes backing up more. Still pouring rain. What is going on right now, Ben? Any sort of now we're backing up more. What are we doing here? What are we doing? No, stay here where it's dry. It's just gonna have to play out the way it plays out. Are we putting this on the damn?
He's gonna have to get in.
What are we doing?
He's gonna leave it out here and let the exhaust fill with it.
Oh, he's about to put it in gear. He's gonna put it in gear and rip a dinger in the soaking wet.
It's gonna be hard.
I wouldn't advise this.
He's gonna swing the ass into the BJ truck.
There's the trans brake. Definitely don't recommend this.
Poor JB. And as well. What you doing in here?
Send greasy.
No, didn't want to talk to you either.
I am trying to figure out how to tune. And it is quite frightening because honestly I have no idea about tuning. I have a general idea how to navigate the Holley software. As far as engine parameters go, I have no clue what's going on.
It's fine. You just add boost and fuel. That's all it is.
So Ben kind of gave me like a very quick crash course in order to help us on this. We had like some things fighting us with this car. When we made that new exhaust, we used like a piece of aluminum that had an O2 bung already in it, and it's way too far up the exhaust. We needed to control it.
You can see it right there. So it's not reading the
It's just like
air fuel very accurately.
It's just like, it's smoke.
Basically doesn't have enough volume.
It literally thinks it's like 35 to 1.
Yeah.
And it's obviously not correct. So we have all the learn shut off down low. It seems to do fine through the RPM range. At the track when it cut off, I think it's got like a loose wire somewhere. Is that what the general consensus is?
We think
or something.
we think it was a lean out issue or something like that.
So,
but about 2100, it's got a little stutter in it.
Yeah. So I want to learn the Holley stuff, but it's just something that like honestly I'm around people that know it. And I know some stuff, but I don't know like itself. So I figure there's no better way than learning, and by doing it. So that's why we're here.
Good starter car.
Yeah, it is. It's a good one. So I got Ben, which is like the ultimate like notebook of tuning, because if I need help, Ben, come here, help me out for a second, and he will. But
it's like your first time at the bowling alley, and you got your rails up right now.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like start up and rev it a little bit and kind of mess with the fuel. If you want to like hop in here, we can talk about it. Or Logan, if you want to hop in here and then hold the camera and like we can just talk about what we got going on. And,
Don't throw that paper in the bag. Throw that up on the dash. That's important.
And yeah, I mean, I'm really just trying to like slowly familiarize myself with software and everything. I know how to work with the boost control and all that, which is like kiddie pool stuff. If you have a turbo car, you need to know how to work the boost controller. That's power management track. But as far as everything else, I mean, I feel like you have to do it to learn it. So that's what we're gonna do. And this car is probably a good one to learn on, but maybe slightly challenging until we change that O2. Thankfully, when you do a pull, it will self-correct, and you can like copy and paste the learn table, like you set your target air fuel, and go from there. But from pretty much like 2500 and down, it's all there's no correction factor. So
bingo.
We're gonna try it out. So we'll crank it up. Let's see. Ben made a couple changes, so we'll see how it cranks up because it was angry cranking up earlier. I'm nervous as hell.
It cranked up just a few minutes ago, pretty good.
So what did he do? Add fuel?
I'm not sure. We pretty much took Eddie Murphy's fuel table, which is a 5.3, boosted on E85, and we copied it over and smoothed it out. So there's a bunch of additional tables in here for like startup, and like cranking fuel and coolant temperature, fuel compensation, everything like that. And I have no idea like what to set those. So those are all like set up, and I'm just gonna try to mess with it, just rev it a bunch of times, and we can all collectively as a whole be like, that thing sounds terrible, and I'll be like, well, I'll go this way with it, and then if it sounds worse, I'll go the other way with it. I mean, honestly,
process of elimination at this point.
Imagine the three of us, myself, Wes, and Logan, all here with knives, just stabbing in the dark, and like until we get one, until it comes back to a little blood on it, we're just gonna keep on stabbing. But as far as doing a pull, I'd like to say that the self-correction is set up to correct it to 100%. So unless we have like a fuel pump issue or an injector issue, it should be all right.
Don't even say it.
I'm gonna crank it up. I'm nervous.
Not bad. What were you looking at?
Our O2 is reading 35 to 1.
It's a little bit lean.
It surges down low pretty bad. We have like the target air fuel. I can't even say really target air fuel. We have the I mean, we're trying to target 1,050 RPMs. We have no idle air control valve, so it's not like the easiest thing. This throttle body was like a mess when we got the car. Like they had there's a spot where you put an O-ring around the idle air control valve, and it wasn't in that spot. It was like crammed all the way up, and like it was bent because like they just kept tightening it. So absolute nightmare on that end. So that's always good, but yeah.
Earlier when I came with stoplights, this thing was out of 450, 500.
That low? Yeah. It's definitely tough to do with the idle air control valve not working. It was good until it got down to like 1,050, which is where it's like targeting, and then it just started like surging like crazy. Let me start it up, and then turn it up like
Give me like
half a turn.
1,000.
What do you mean 1,000?
RPM.
Well, yeah, well, like
It was down to like 798.
Yeah, and then it started surging down to like 400. Oh! Are you taking turns out or putting them in?
You need to turn it to the right.
You need to be putting turns in it.
Yeah, it's
Not
idling
out of
too
it.
low.
You need to turn it up.
I am.
Alright. I sent the set of plugs coming for tomorrow. That's what you got to turn it? That's what I got to turn it. Turn it up some? Huh? This tuning stuff, I'm over it already. Turn it up. You ready? It gets like right here. I'm scared to add fuel already. That right there is alright. If it were to stay like,
Yeah, if you're right in there, I mean, that's money.
but it keeps dropping, right? So it's already got 9, 8. Need more RPM.
How much more RPM you want?
I mean, it literally goes to like 1,000 and it starts dropping like a damn slug. How much you turn it up?
I'll just turn 3 more.
You're turning it out or turning it to the right?
Turning it out.
You need to turn it
Are you
in.
adding to it so it opens the throttle body more?
It needs to go to the right.
Looser.
No, you don't want it looser because then the idle's going down.
Do I need to get up to see if we're turning it?
You got to turn it to the right.
No, this is what you need
No,
to
you
do.
don't need the
Ready?
tool. You just got to turn it to the
No,
right.
this is what you need to do. You need to stand in front of the car and then hold the throttle body open and twist it till you see the nut starting to go down. We're trying to get the nut further
You
down.
want it inside, not coming out. No, it's not. You just said you've been turning out every time.
Can you confirm or deny you've been turning it out? So far, my tuning looks atrocious.
Well, it's
It's done nothing but stall sooner every time.
is it?
Were you pulling it out?
Probably.
What do you mean probably? Yes or no? Is it a fuel
still need to take some out of the fuel table, or take some out of this one too.
Leave this one or no?
Go down right here. Highlight the whole thing. You already did. Now right click. Offset. And do like 0.80.
80% of that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much.
You can tell there.
Now he's gonna have to do it in here. Yeah, that blue too much. That blue needs to be like up here. Take like 20% out.
So do like 80%? Oh shit!
What's the temperature show?
170. Once it gets up here, it doesn't mind it. Now, if I smooth this out,
Yep.
God, I imagine anyone that actually looks at this and they throw up.
You can get it all looking better later.
That's pretty good. Oh. You rev it, it's like 11.2. Turn it off, cool down. So, the changes I were making of 5% were just like, like they were a joke. Potentially. They were just pitiful.
Need a lot more.
So like, I was like worried on like big changes. I was putting a set of spark plugs in this thing like yesterday. Well, that's an ugly looking graph there. So
It
is
ain't
this
that bad.
tune locked into the ECU now? Because like, I'm so used to messing with the tune, like the laptop like in the toter, and I run out and I plug it up and then I send file. But like once it's plugged up, it's live tuning, so you don't have to send any files.
Yeah, now it's good. Now you can like come in here from the corner of there, like over here. You can like,
Now,
you know, make it not.
do motors, like, you know how like obviously we're saying like, we'll get it to look good, right? So like you smooth it, right? Do motors actually run better when it's all smooth?
Yeah.
Like that, like they.
It's
I mean,
all-
it's efficiency essentially.
Well, it's never gonna not take more fuel when the RPMs go up. I mean. Really, if you wanted to, you could just, you want this blue to be like a ring.
Yeah. Like this way.
Yeah.
So I have the wrong way.
Yeah, you want it to come down and then across.
And what is this? Is just fuel consumption. Obviously, up
Yeah.
here is a lot more fuel.
Colder is less, or colder is more. Hotter is less.
So when you say you got a cold front coming in, you mean you got some power coming.
Yeah.
There's about to be some horsepower, some horse pressure.
Mhm.
We want big cold fronts.
So yeah.
More power, baby.
No power, baby.
Yeah, it took a lot.
A lot of fuel. And there's a theory that these injectors are the wrong ones. They're like the EV1 style, which are except for natural gas. But I mean, they seem to be working now. I mean, the car's literally never revved that well in its entire existence.
It's never idled that well.
No, it hasn't.
That's what happens when you idle alcohol-based fuels lean.
They hunt
They
like
hunt
crazy.
and they run like off. They rev way up. They run off.
It's crazy how it like.
We're able to almost turn the blade all the way down now.
Yeah. So we add fuel, it revs up like crazy. You're shutting the throttle blade.
Yeah, but it was revving up, but it wasn't like that hollow revving up like what it does when it's lean.
Yes.
It was like
It was beefy.
meaty.
Yeah.
Like it was revving up, and you could tell that it wasn't just playing. It was actually. I've been looking at fuel a long time. You can smooth it in larger sections too if you want to.
I was best.
I'm trying to get my cold front back.
The numbers never go down up.
They always increase. Obviously, RPM you have to add more fuel.
Well, especially not that's this way, but this way they
Well,
always
that's
increase.
boost as well.
Sometimes like looking at
Dude,
this.
does like an NA car not have this? Or is it like the same? They still get the same like curve.
Does.
Well,
I mean,
how the hell
normally-
do you tune an NA car? There's no boost. God, that's got to be a nightmare.
That's fine. Who's only started? NA is all down here. All the way up to 0.07.
So in theory, right? Like I could, well, so if I go over here to learn table, I read this bunch. It would probably tell me.
It might tell you the wrong thing.
But that's not even a lot.
Yeah.
Now is that a percentage? Or is that's a percent of fuel?
It's percentage.
So just by eyeballing it,
You got it close.
like within 3% of what. And obvious, I think once this turbo's spinning, it's shoving enough air past that O2 to get an accurate reading. At idle, it's definitely not accurate. It says we're idle now. Like we got to move it closer.
Well, that's why we have it turned off right now.
Yeah, that's why we're so if your O2's working right, will it learn enough with target air fuel to get it like about spot on? So like someone uses the Holley Terminator system, they put it on their turbo car and they have the O2 in the hot side, and they set their target correctly. It can almost learn itself in the idle right where it needs to be.
You can go. I mean, you can make a pull right now, and it'll hit your target. It's not slow.
And then you copy, paste your
Faster
learn.
than all three of us could think combined.
So then you copy and paste your learn table, and you're like, oh,
I'll do it again.
and you just keep dialing it again. Now, a car like this, once you get to the track, fuel table is really not going to
It will a little bit.
That's based on air.
Low.
That was, why do you think that was? That was interesting.
Go back to your other table and finish smoothing it out. Highlight, like, you can highlight probably 40% right there and make that whole curve.
Well, my curves are the wrong way.
That's what I'm saying. You can pull it down.
I need to bring my curves up. I was saying, so we want to curve like that.
Yep.
Smooth it.
Yep.
Oh shit! We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yep.
So you have to be careful not to mess up your idle though once you set it all up.
Yeah.
But like if we're changing like when you smooth it, it's changing only a couple percent.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a mechanical water or an electric water pump on it. I left the key on thinking the water pump was circulating. I'm an idiot.
The
Fire it
fan-
up and rev a little bit.
You about ready to make a pull?
I'm nervous as hell, man. I'm not a tuner, man.
Just leave the boost controller on.
That's why I thought.
Are you not like, you not think this stuff's like pretty cool? God, so when someone's like, hey man, can you write me a tune quick? You want to poke them in the eye. Let me see it real quick. It's not like you just write here. I'm gonna plug it. It's not like you just write it. Like, yeah, let me just.
Ben's like, I hope he didn't save it as my tune.
Let me just whip that right up quick. And you're like, oh yeah, can you write me a tune? Like, yeah, I got one written already. Like, that shit.
Is that what you're gonna send everybody at home?
What?
All the keyboard warriors?
God.
It's the tune's fault.
We only mess with idle. God.
I say make a little, just a smooth pull. Not a hard one, just.
I don't want to swing on it. I'd rather have the ugly and
Just one, Bo.
Huh?
Just one.
Ain't no rush.
Just ease into it.
This is why Logan. That's why Logan has to do that one extra burnout. I don't know. It's crazy how.
You told me pulls earlier tonight. I'm disappointed.
Alright. There ain't no point to rushing it. You know? It's crazy how quick it reacts though. Like that change, like the change is so noticeable. Yeah. How many people are driving around with like cars that just run like absolute photos out?
Probably a lot.
Wow.
If you understand, you know.